Hey friends, TUXX here. I got something super cool here for you today. This is the NPET K62 micro gaming keyboard. This is a small form factor gaming keyboard, and I am a huge fan of these, not just for home, you know, if you have a tight little desk or something, or just want to reduce the clutter on your desk, they're great for that, but they are perfect for travel. They're so small and compact, and even if you have a gaming keyboard on your laptop, it isn't quite the same thing as a real keyboard, you know what I'm saying? With actual keys that have tactile feedback and really feel like the home experience, you know? Gaming keyboards on laptops just aren't quite the same thing. You gotta have a standalone. It's totally worth it. It's very small. You can pop in the backpack and you're good to go. Now there will be a link for this on Amazon, so be sure to click that link down below to get yours at the very best price. Okay, let's unbox. Okay, popping the top off here, we'll lift the flap and pull this back, and oh wow, look at that, a message on the inside, guys. K62 keyboard for pro gamers. Again, NPET, they know gaming. Let's go ahead and pop this open, and oh my gosh, look at that, guys. This is beautiful white keyboard. We're gonna pop this off in 1 second. First, let's look at the accessories. Now, the reason why they include this, if you're not familiar, this is a keyboard key puller, okay? This is another sign that NPET really care about gamers, because they do. They include little extras like this, so you can pop off your keys and change the keycaps if you want to, you know? It's really nice they include that, and I really appreciate that as a gamer. It's just, it's so important. It's just a little thumbs up to gamers saying, like, we know you, we appreciate you, and they're gonna go that extra mile for gamers. So I love that. That's fantastic. We'll pop this down over here, and there should be a little book. Let's see here. We'll take a look at the book first. We have a little book here, K62 wired gaming keyboard. Very cool. NPET, and it looks like here we have a brief description, included items. This does run off USB-C. It looks like Type-C cable. We'll check that in 1 second. Net weight 345 grams. Layout is 68 keys. The size is basically, let's see here, 35 millimeter times 12. 4.1, 1.3. Okay, so we'll show you this. It's right there essentially. And it looks like we have different things here for type USB-C cable, 25 non-conflict keys, Q, A, Z, W, S, X, E, D, C, F, B, T, Y, U, and then space tab 0, and so forth. You can see them all right there. So it's great. And what no conflict keys are, they're keys that you can simultaneously press, and they're not going to affect it. On some non-gaming keyboards, or even some not so good gaming keyboards that don't look at the little details, they don't have these non-conflict keys where if you press too many keys at one time, and in gaming you might very well be hitting 2 or 3 keys at one time, especially, you know, in games like RTSs where you're doing, you know, CPS, like clicks per second or whatever, you're hitting a lot of keys very fast, and it can actually create a conflict in the keyboard, which creates lag or just keys not registering, a lot of problems. So non-conflict keys is fantastic, and just another sign they care about gamers. So very cool stuff. We got some like instructions here for backlit mode. Looks like function, and you can switch to backlit mode very easily. Looks like there's 3 kinds of RGB lighting, so very excellent. Change the color right there, very cool, and you can turn it on and off the backlight if you want to. Okay, so very good stuff. This instruction book, I might go through every page, but it's in there for you. You can pause that if you need to, but lots of combinations. You have volume up, volume down, switch WSAD with arrow, lots of good stuff for gamers, so loving it. Okay, now to check out the keyboard. Let me fold this down here. We'll get that out of the way. Here we go. And look at that keyboard, man. I am a fan of the white keyboards. And oh, check it out, guys. It does include a brand new USB-C cable. You guys know I love new cables with new devices. Very important to me. And some companies will go cheap on you and they won't include a cable. You know, they're like, oh, you have 1 million of them. No, I want 1,000,001. Okay, I want a new cable with my new device. And especially when they match the color of the device, that's a huge plus. I love having a white cable with a white device. That just makes sense. And it's really nice to have a fresh new cable because they don't last forever, you know, and you can always buy another one. That's one reason why I really do like keyboards with separate cables, like detachable cables, because you can always change it later if you want to, you know. But it's great they include one, and they have the wire management here, little Velcro so you can keep your wires nice and tight, and it even says NPET, so you can proudly display NPET, which I do. Very, very big fan. All right, excellent. Let's go ahead and check out the keyboard. We're going to go ahead and pull off the protective cover, and oh, look at that, guys. Whoa, that that is looking good. Look at that. It's kind of like a off-white color, and it almost looks like the key, it could be my lighting here. It looks like the tops are slightly different than the bottom. Maybe that's my imagination. Is that? It's my imagination. Yeah, it's like a shadow going on, but very, very cool looking, guys. Look at that beautiful white. So good, guys. We have the USB-C right up here, okay? On the bottom, we got some feet so you can adjust them. Lots of little non-slip grips, so you're not gonna have any problems sliding around. You can elevate it if you want, so you have a little angle there, or you can pop it down just like that. Very cool. And I know you guys like to hear the keyboard, kind of get a feel for what it sounds like. So I'm gonna be quiet here for a minute and just hit a few keys. It has really good feedback, guys. Very springy, not too much tension. I like it, guys. This feels really good. But you know what? As good as it feels, I want to see this bad boy in the dark. Let me dim the lights. We're going to check this guy out and check out the lighting. Okay, I just plugged in the USB-C on the top here, and very impressive. Look at the beautiful lighting on this. Very, very cool, shining on through. I love this rainbow action here, kind of wave motion kind of going through the whole thing. Looking very, very cool, guys. Very bright LEDs. It is looking really awesome. And this room here does have some window light coming in, so even with some window light here, you can see definitely pronounced. That will look great in the dark. Perfect for those nighttime gaming sessions. Now, I'm definitely digging this wave motion here, looking so good with the bright colors, looking great. But you know what? Every now and then it's nice to change it up a little bit, and it's very easy, guys. Okay, all you have to do is hit function, this button right here, okay, and this button up here. Okay, so we're gonna hit function and that. We're gonna change it up here. I'll put it down so you can get the full view here. So we hit function and that, and the second mode here is kind of a blocky rainbow effect where it kind of goes through, clicks through, kind of like a chunky wave. So very cool. Love that block look. Awesome. And then let's hit the third function here, and this is kind of a cool, ooh, look at that. This is like a color, like all the keys one color, kind of a breathing motion, but it's kind of rotating through all the colors, and it's the same color for all the keys. You got the reds, the yellows, the greens, teal, purple, looking good, pink, white, red, looking very cool. And we hit it again, it goes back to the main mode there. So very good stuff. It is also adjustable. If you want, you can control the speed. You can hit this button here, and if you want, you can kind of slow it down a little bit here. You can see you can change the tempo of it just a little bit. Oops, function, this button, here we go. Slowing down the tempo, very cool. You can make it almost stand still, which is very cool. Or you can speed it up by hitting that back, very nice. You can change the brightness, make it go a little dimmer if you want, to all the way off if you prefer. But you know what? I like the colors, so we're going to go ahead and hit this on. In fact, I like max color. So looking good, guys. So very customizable, very cool. Lots of great keys here. It has F keys up top, very nice. Lots of little function keys to the side. And it's a great really form factor for small areas or for travel. You really can't beat it. It's so teeny, and it feels so good on your hands, guys. This will help improve your game. Okay, to recap, there's some really great micro keyboard from NPET, the K62. Loving the form factor of it, nice and small. You can easily pop this into a backpack, do some gaming on the road. You got the little feet here to keep you from sliding all over the desk. You can change the height, which is really nice. And the fact that it's included USB-C cable is a nice plus, actually. Again, I love devices that come with new cables, and a lot of companies are going cheap and not doing it. But NPET care. They give you a new cable with your new device that's color matched to go. So very cool stuff. If you want, you can always pop this off and charge a phone or something temporarily too. So it's a nice little plus when you're traveling to have the option of having a similar, type of cable. So it's really cool when it does that. Lots of great color modes as you've seen. You can speed it up, you can slow it down. Different types of changing the modes as far as how the light flashes. And the most important part, guys, is this feels really good. Very nice, very clickable, springy. The form factor is it's not like a chiclet style. It's a full key. So very nice to get that full key you're used to. So when you're gaming, sometimes I know people like chiclet keys, but one factor I have, like even if you're using like a laptop, another pro to using a keyboard like this is that this is what you're used to. You feel these keys, you know what it feels like, WSAD, you know what that's going to feel like. And sometimes when I play on a gaming keyboard, the slight difference in keyboard, it honestly throws my game just a little bit, And when you're in a big raid or something, do a Mythic 20 or whatever, and if your form factor's off and if the keys don't feel just right, it doesn't doesn't take a whole lot to slip up and hit the wrong key, or, you know, to be off sync where you need to be, you know, or going just a little slower than you need to be. So it can really affect your gameplay having the wrong type of keyboard, and that's why you want a micro keyboard for travel. And again, this is great for home, especially if you have multiple rigs. We have multiple rigs in this room. In fact, in this room right now, I'm in right now, this has 4 computers, not including laptops, other devices, 4 full-size desktops. And sometimes I'll have a couple of them running at one time. And it's great to have small keyboards for that reason too. If you're running like 2 desktops off one desk, you know, it's great to have smaller keyboards. It really helps keep everything nice and tidy and nice and in its place. And this is easy to tuck under a desk or push back or whatever. So very cool stuff. Again, this is available on Amazon. Okay, so I will have a link for you right below, so be sure and click that link to get yours. But just beautiful keyboard, guys. You really can't go wrong with NPET. Beautiful lighting, great performance, and of course, NPET love gamers, so it's a great way to go, okay? Support companies that support us, okay? All right, friends, I want to thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, reach out to me, tuxtoys@gmail.com. You know I'm here to help, okay? But do me a favor, guys, click that link and get yours. The holidays are coming up. This will make a fantastic gift, okay? Think about Christmas. It's like 2 months away. It's coming up. Get one for you and get one for a gift for someone you love, okay? Talk to you soon, friends. Bye-bye.
Thank you.